Welcome everybody to this review of WWE Battleground. It has just concluded a couple minutes ago. Jinder Mahal retaining his WWE World Championship with the help of the creator of the Punjabi Prison match himself, the great Khali, has returned to WWE. Now I was hearing reports, I was hearing rumors, as IWC does around here. Rumors of Great Khali coming back to WWE, showing up during the match, this and that, but I just took it as rumors. I didn't bring it up on this prediction show. I didn't bring it up on any of my shows here on the podcast. I didn't even bring it up, and as Kyron, my guest here, my team member, my co-host, will attest to, I haven't even brought it up on Twitter, at least myself. I haven't brought it up on Twitter that I heard these reports, because I just took them as 100% rumor, people just trying to have a story, put it out there, which I understand. I respect it. I respect you. Do what you do, but no, I didn't take it seriously at all, obviously, and I didn't think it was going to happen. Now I can understand when I was reading some of them why they thought that, or why they were saying this, whether they believed it or not. Whatever. Point being is I understand it, but I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. So again, before I ramble on myself, let's welcome my co-host for the evening. I'm my co-host on Steve's Wrestling Ramble, as these reviews, just like the Raw and SmackDown Live reviews on this channel, are associated with Steve's Wrestling Ramble. Kyron Chase, how are you doing?
I've been better, especially after how the pay-per-view just ended. I'll talk a little bit about it here, but I'm going to save my main thoughts, like my real analysis for my actual review on my channel.
Exactly. Everybody, after we're done here, or when he leaves, you're welcome to, I'll allow it, you're welcome to leave here and go over to his channel as he'll be giving his raw thoughts on a SmackDown Live show, but his true thoughts and feelings on everything of WWE Battleground, and I think you'll have some things to say about Great Khali if you know him well, if you are a subscriber to his channel. If you're not, go over there, Kyron Chase, subscribe, ring that bell as well. I always want to say that on my own channel and my team members. Ring that bell. You know when a video is going live, and you know when a video is produced, created, and goes up on the channel, is uploaded. So either way, you'll be the first ones to know, part of the notification squad of these channels. I'll right away be one of the first ones to write or to see it. And as I see in other YouTubers, fans of theirs like to have the comments of first comment and all the other weird stuff like that. But anyways, back to business. WWE Battleground. I thought heading into it was going to be good. And I was hoping it would beat the expectations, and it was underwhelming. And that's me saying that. I'm always glass half full kind of person. I'm always, it at least met my expectations. This time, I have to be honest, it didn't. I'm sorry, WWE, how I feel. And I just don't think that it, with the card that it had, from top to bottom, in my opinion, I thought it was going to be, at the very least, B+, A- show. But that wasn't the case. Now, could it also be my subjective thinking of winners and losers and getting my predictions wrong? A little bit. But mostly, overall, just looking at it as a fan, and that way, subjectively, I say it's underwhelming. And even one of my friends and friends of the show, Daniel Garza, you can check out his channel. Since I ring his bell on his channel, I saw the notification and email of his title of his video, WWE Battleground Review, worst pay-per-view of 2017 or something like that, in his title of his video. So I'm looking forward to watching that myself. So shout out to you, Daniel. Hope all is well, my friend. But Kyron, what are your thoughts, I guess, as much as you want to say here, overall, or specifically?
Well, I kind of agree with what you said in saying it was underwhelming, but I'm not as underwhelmed as or disappointed as you maybe, Steve, because I didn't come into this pay-per-view with the highest of expectations. Now, I try to stay optimistic and keep a positive attitude going into the pay-per-view. But taking account I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, I didn't really pay that much attention to the show a lot. And going into it, I wasn't the most excited for it. You can tell by my prediction video I did on my channel. I was not really I was just trying to get it over with. I didn't really care. And while I don't think it's a worst pay-per-view this year, I still think Fastlane takes that honor as the worst pay-per-view of the year. This is definitely the worst SmackDown exclusive pay. This is probably the worst SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view of the year, without a doubt. But I don't know if it's the worst SmackDown exclusive we've had since the brand split started, because we did have some good matches. So it wasn't a total like thumbs down show, because it had some things I really enjoyed, and it doesn't really and once again, why I put it over Fastlane, because nothing really pissed me off to no end like at Fastlane. So it's an pay-per-view right now. Maybe I'll think about it a little bit more after this.
Okay, yeah. Palmer J. Simmons joining us. I apologize, Palmer, the last couple of times we haven't been able to keep you on here, but what were your thoughts on the pay-per-view, or whatever else you have on your mind you wanna share?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I really didn't expect the ending to it. Great Khali showing up. I was very surprised. I mean, I think I did another podcast. Like Tyler Williams channel. We live stream it. Like we didn't expect it. Like all of us were shocked. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was like the worst pay-per-view of 2017. But I would get to that like at the end of the year.
Yeah, I know. I was just going by, like I said, friend of the show, Daniel Giza, Giza. Daniel Giza. Anyway, going by what his title of his video of his review, live review, Google Hangouts, talking about. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much what I want to bring up. But and we have someone joining us here, Jamie Lee, as I see here on the screen. Welcome to introduce yourself as much as you would like to, and let me know your thoughts on WWE Battleground. We're actually specifically talking about the main event, but if there's anything else you want to bring up that you've heard from us, welcome to go ahead, and welcome to the show. Jamie? All right, well, I guess we'll let her get situated. Anyways, Palmer J, or just everybody, the surprise of the night for me was Kevin Owens winning back the United States Championship. I thought it was going to be AJ Styles. Now, originally, when AJ Styles won at the house show at Madison Square Garden, I was thinking, okay, this is just going to be short-lived. Owens will get his title back at Battleground. I was like 90% sure then. This is just for to get people to go to live events too, because these moments could happen. You have to go to every single one. You never know, sort of thing. But after how things were booked for AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, whatever, moving forward, and all the other rumors I was hearing about anti-American characters and this and that, wanting to cut that down on SmackDown since they have 3 of them, and this and that, and them being champions for whatever reason. I thought, okay, maybe AJ Styles is going to retain, and then Kevin Owens actually wins back the United States Championship in a fluky, interesting, weird fashion that we still haven't gotten a replay of, unless I missed it, of the ending. So that might make me think that maybe something messed up. I feel that was the finish, but it was just surprising that we didn't get a replay of it. Usually when you don't get a replay of something, it's because somebody effed up, like there was a botch. So let's go to Kyron first. What were your thoughts on that and that match and the finish? Or do you think it was a botch, or just how it was supposed to go?
Well, remember, I actually sent you guys the link from No DQ's Twitter page that showed AJ with his shoulder off the mat. So, and like you said, Steve, they didn't really, replay it or really show AJ's shoulder. And AJ was talking to the ref about something after the match, something my brother pointed out. He could have been telling the ref, my shoulder was up, you didn't see it. I don't think that was a botch. I think that was intentional, because if you look at it, makes sense. The way AJ was complaining to the ref, and the fact that the ref was kind of out of it, and he was on the other side of AJ's shoulder, all that makes sense as to why, he didn't see AJ. And I don't really want another match between these two. Not saying it won't be good. I just want both of them to move on to other things.
Okay. And Palmer J.
Yeah, I think it was a botch, which would be really terrible. I think like when the ref was counting, I think like all he did was like stare at the mat. I don't think he saw AJ's shoulder, you know. But I mean, hopefully AJ can win the U.S. Championship back on SmackDown. They probably gonna have a rematch. So yeah.
Well, I'm sure they will. I'm sure, and it'll be at SummerSlam. Like I said, I thought that AJ Styles will retain. We have another match at SummerSlam. Finish the feud. Maybe Kevin Owens wins it back because he still has that new face of America gimmick going on. So I thought maybe, just maybe, that's how that feud would move forward. And I didn't see Kevin Owens winning because, like I said earlier, with AJ Styles winning the championship at a house show at MSG at the Garden, and having it happen at a house show made me think, oh, maybe Kevin Owens will win it back tonight on Sunday night at WWE Battleground. But I didn't really expect it. And obviously, I did not predict it that way. I had AJ retaining. I want to go back to Jamie, and hopefully everything is fixed. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear all of us. Oh, okay. I guess she's having some audio issues and other issues going on, but it was good that she tried to get on the show at least. Maybe next time it'll work out. It's happened with a co-host of mine on Talking Package with Steve, my NFL podcast in the past. But Jimmy, you're always welcome moving forward. Hopefully everything gets situated and fixed over on your end. Welcome to watch, listen live, continue to listen live, and give your comments there that way, and I'll read them on air. But move on to going with overall with the show. Again, like I said, it was very underwhelming. I thought it could have been much better. I thought with some outcomes that I thought were going to go the other way, like the tag team title match, the New Day winning, and this whole theme, at least to me, even though I'm sure it wasn't, but the theme of, okay, we have WWE Battleground, and the logo being mostly, obviously, USA, USA all the way, right? And we thought, or I thought, it was specifically that to the flag match, right? And I'm one that shows American pride. You see here is my avatar, my senior picture when I was in high school, the American flag draped over. But I think, and also it sent with the other matches as well. We have Kevin Owens winning back the United States title, and so with his American gimmick and all this and that. New Day, and they're retired for this event, and hey, look, they win the tag team titles. I know that's not hand in hand, that's just how that went, but point being, it just seemed that was the way to go. Just because of the fact that they could have worn whatever, they could wear their regular stuff, and I'm talking about New Day, and won the tag team titles here at this event. But the way that they went with this attire for this show, maybe that was the reason that they went with that, because that's how the match was going to go. They were going to win the title. So point being is that's what I saw, that theme in the nights going around there. But beyond that, not too much stuff to say about the other matches. Sami Zayn getting the win, that was good for me. I was glad Sami Zayn went up. I was kind of worried that Mike Kanellis was going to get the win, but I wanted this to continue a little bit longer. Have a match at SummerSlam. Now, SummerSlam being hopefully jam-packed and be a kick-ass kind of show, it might have to be relegated to the pre-show, but hey, pre-show at SummerSlam is better than not on the card at all at SummerSlam. Just saying. Same thing with WrestleMania. So what are you guys' thoughts on that match specifically? I guess Sami Zayn, Mike Kanellis, and then looking forward to SummerSlam, because now SmackDown Live is joined Monday Night Raw on the road to SummerSlam. Karen?
First off, the Sami Zayn with Mike Kanellis match, I thought it wasn't that good. It was kind of boring for me personally. And in terms of, getting ready for SummerSlam, I just hope WWE does a good job with this, because when it comes to like the last two SummerSlams, especially last year, looked like such a great card on paper, but just massively underwhelming bomb. Last year, I was expecting SummerSlam to be like the show of the year, and then it was a dud, minus 3 matches. So this year, I just really hope that WWE just books correctly. Raw is doing a pretty good job already. Now with SmackDown, like I said, I don't know. I don't know who's gonna probably challenge Mahal. Has a good chance of Cena, even though I want to see Cena versus Nakamura at SummerSlam. But let's just see I just want to see what WWE's gonna do, especially SmackDown.
And let's welcome back from Lazy Booking Podcast. Welcome to Share Anything. We went pretty much over the card. So whatever you want to say about the event from top to bottom, mid event, wherever you want to go, you have the floor, Billy. Billy, you there?
Billy.
Good. I had an issue with my headphones, man. Sorry.
Oh.
We're good, though. We're good. What did I just watch?
I don't know, something that was supposed to be a WWE pay-per-view.
Oh, my God.
Something that I thought actually was going to be good. In my prediction show, I was talking about how this could actually exceed my expectations of some matches one way I thought it would. And again, it's not just all about predictions. It's about how the actual match goes. So I don't want people to think that I thought it underwhelmed because I didn't get my picks right. No, it underwhelmed because how the matches went and some of the finishes to the matches as well. So I just want to point that out to everybody. But beyond that, continue, Billy.
I need a drink. You guys talk. I need a stiff drink after that one. Holy. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, it certainly was underwhelming in a way, and I'm hoping that obviously the next February we have is SummerSlam. So SummerSlam is going to kick butt. We're gonna have a lot of multi-superstar matches as well. So you guys know how I feel about that. So I guess pretty much we talked about most of the show. Those very much your thoughts. I'll let Kyron and Palmer J give your final thoughts because Kyron has his own review to do and Palmer J things to do as well. So I'll let you guys go first, Kyron. Final thoughts and people can find you on line.
I'm sorry, Steve. Can you repeat that? My little brother's getting my last nerve. I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, just you're welcome to give me your final thoughts. Welcome where people can find you on social media. And your review as well.
Final thoughts on the show. It was mediocre. But if you want my real analysis, I'm going to upload my review in about half an hour, give or take a few minutes. Find me on Twitter, /BroKyron, Instagram, /BroKyron, Tumblr, Kyron Chase, and DeviantArt, Kyron Chase as well. YouTube channel is Kyron Chase, KYRINCHASE. The K is capitalized and the C is capitalized. On my channel, I talk about wrestling, Sonic, and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
And Palmer J.
All right, my final thoughts on the pay-per-view, I give it a C-. I mean, there was only like 2 good matches in this pay-per-view, so but otherwise, follow me at Supreme on Twitter at Palmer Got Trophies. Like my videos, and I'm making a new video this week on YouTube.
All right, what did I miss?
Not too much. My co-host here. I'm going to let you have the floor for anything else or anything you want to share your thoughts on the event that took place tonight.
Man, I thought the Khali thing was great. I mean, it makes sense. Like, he's from India, it fits in with everything. I don't know why people were hating on it and here's the thing with that.
Because he sucks. That's why people are hating on it.
He does suck. You're correct. If they keep him around as, like, say, some sort of, like, enforcer type deal for Jinder, I'll be fine with it. You put him in the ring, then we have a whole different discussion. That's why I didn't totally hate it. But the problem with the card was by the time you got to that end match, this pay-per-view gets a D for dead because I was dead by the end of it. I was like, I was just so, like, no energy. I was falling asleep. I don't know if the AJ Styles match was underwhelming. Which was the weirdest finish. What the hell was that? Like, do we know if, like, Owen's shoulder was up or they both looked down to me. Other than that stupid finish, I mean, I don't know if you work the card different, like change it around, that way the crowd's not out of it. But I'll tell you, for a Philly crowd, they were dead. It was awful. And I mean, Chrome was there, 4th row. He had a sign and everything, and I saw him a couple times, and like, even he was telling me they couldn't see nothing during that last match. So I don't know why they keep going back. I don't know why the Punjabi prison needs all that extra stuff. I don't know.
I assume it's just make it more menacing or whatever. Have it have a structure that it is, but I better actually watch it live. The one time it's of being there live than watching it on television on the W Network.
Do you guys get it though? Like, I don't. Do you understand the door system? Because I don't. I feel like they should just climb both cages to win. You know?
Yeah. I get the frustration. I mean, I do understand the rules with the door system. You know, Superstar calls it, doors lifted, 60 seconds, escape. You don't, doors closed. It seems so. It is pretty much self-explanatory if you're thinking that way.
This is the first time I actually ever seen a Punjabi prison match. For some reason, I missed the other ones. But I don't.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't understand the point of the doors, though. You know?
I'm with you on that one because when the first two happened in 2006, I think I didn't really watch a lot of wrestling in 06.
That makes sense.
And then because 06 was a crappy year for WWE. And when the second one happened between Khali and Batista, we didn't. I was, mind you, I was 7 at the time, and there was no network, so you had to pay for pay-per-views, and we just didn't order that one.
Do you want to hear something astonishing, guys?
What?
So I work for the cable company up here in Canada. People still pay $70 to watch pay-per-views.
Oh wow!
Wow! I'll take the network. I'll take paying $10 a month for 2 pay-per-views and paying a combined $140 to $100 for 2 pay-per-views.
No, I totally agree. But here again, remember we were talking. We don't have like an app or anything. We have a channel, so it's like it gets really complicated up here. But yeah, there's still people that order them, man. I was stunned. We made a lot of money on WrestleMania, which is really weird because it's like, man, just pay the. It's up here. It's $12.99 now, so it's like just pay the $12.99 and you're good to go. I don't know, but yeah, like I was looking at this card, like, and was it just me or did the flag match become a new thing, like the rules?
Oh yeah, I thought it was just person that takes that flag down wins.
Yeah,
you got to carry it to the. And I'll be honest, and I might be in a minority when I say this. I tweeted this. The match actually for me picked up after they grabbed their flags. Like I just hate pole matches in general because you got to race to stop from grabbing something. But after I think both John and Bruce had grabbed their respective flags, the match for me picked up. It was like faster paced, more hard hitting, more extreme. Like the first half of that match was garbage. Second half I enjoyed. The second half after they grabbed their flags, I actually really enjoyed.
The only reason I think I'm not a fan of the new version is because I almost find it disrespectful to the flag.
Because people are dropping it and things like that?
Yeah, like Cena's rubbing on at one point rubbing his shoe on the flag, and it's like, I just don't find it very
respectful.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, oh no. I was like, you know what? I get what they're trying to do because most of the matches end up at the back kind of thing, but it was like, I don't think they should have done it this way.
I see what you're saying. Like for people who are patriotic, I'm not the most patriotic person in the world. I mean, I'm not the most patriotic person. But as a wrestling fan, I will say this: I'd much rather see a match where they're fighting to put the flag at the top, racing in a way, than just first person that grabs the flag wins because the match can go for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
As a wreshling fan, I think this updated version was much better than how a flag on a pole match usually is.
Yeah, I like to go down this way too, and I didn't know this rules of how things were changed until I was prepping for my prediction episode, and reading on WWE.com, heading into WWE Battleground on what had to go down. You have to get your flag, bring it up to the highway, and land it. I thought it was just going to be on the pole. I didn't know they're going to have this whole setup up there. I didn't expect that part of it, but just the concept of it, I actually enjoyed it. The match itself was good. But as you can tell from my avatar here, I am a patriotic person. It didn't really bother me too much with some of those moments that you alluded to, Billy and Karen. Your thoughts. But overall, it was a match. And as we all assumed and thought, John Cena getting the win. Where does Russo go from here? Well, we'll have to see. I can't believe I almost forgot to bring this up, but the 5-way elimination match for the women for who to become number one contender Naomi's WWE SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I'll get everybody's thoughts on that. So let's start with Palmer J.
Yeah, the match didn't really, I mean, this probably was like maybe one of the worst matches of the night because when when I was on the other podcast tonight, I was paying no attention. I mean, Natalia, she probably gonna face Naomi at SummerSlam. Naomi might win, but I think Carmella's gonna catch it in because Carmella, she in New York.
Hey, Palmer. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that, having some audio issues there. But Billy, what are your thoughts there with the women's match?
I got to be impartial here. You still there?
Everybody good?
I'm golden.
I'm good.
Is Palmer still going?
No, he's done. He's on mute.
I'm good.
There we go.
I guess I'll go.
Go ahead, Kyron. Yeah, go ahead.
Steve, I was just about to bring us up that we didn't talk about this match, but I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed that Becky didn't win because I love Becky. I love everything about Becky. And even then, I wanted after that I wanted Charlotte to win because Charlotte and Becky are literally my two favorite women on SmackDown. The fact that Natalia won, I wasn't angry, but I thought it was kind of like really, like I said about Natalia before, she's gotten so many opportunities and never really ran with any of them. I really wanted like either Becky to win, so we can do the storyline I said of her, getting a title at SummerSlam, but Carmella cashing in, or Charlotte to turn heel and win, and that's a good face versus heel match. And Charlotte for Naomi at SummerSlam. I think that'd be the biggest money match. But they didn't go with neither one of them, so Natalia's a good wrestler. It'll probably be a decent match, and I do think Carmella's gonna probably cash in after the match, no matter who wins.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree there for sure. I actually, as I said on Twitter, I think actually Naomi's going to retain, Natalia's going to attack her, and then Carmella's going to come out there, cash in, win the championship at SummerSlam. Also, maybe with the help of James Ellsworth, he's coming back from his suspension around SummerSlam time, so that might be a perfect storm for that as well. So, but Billy, what were your thoughts on the 5-way elimination match and the result?
I got to be impartial here. Calgary's own Natalia wins. I can't be happier. You know what? It's something different. I think we're going to see Charlotte and probably Becky at SummerSlam. If not, it's some sort of tag match. That portion where you had Tamina working with Lana was the absolute worst. I was like, what is happening here? And then like Natalia came in or whoever, and it was just like, thank God they put an end to that. Lana's just so bad. Oh, so we got past that, and I was like, okay, you know what? Natalia wins. I'm sorry, man. I'm Canadian. I got to be impartial to it. I got to take it where I can. But no, you know what? I'm fully expecting. I was shocked. I thought that maybe Becky or Charlotte would walk out with it, but hopefully Natalia can do well. Hopefully it's a good match at SummerSlam. So, I mean, I don't know. It was okay. The match was okay once they got rid of Tamina and Lana. I thought whatever was left of the match, right? So, yeah, I don't know. The women's division for me as a whole with both sides is kind of a mess.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But Karen, I got to take it. What'd
you say?
Oh, nothing. Someone was just telling me about a tweet that Ellsworth put up, then had to delete it. He's like, hey, look, a multi-women's match. It'd be a shame if, Carmella isn't in it, then deleted it. Oh, boy. Jeez. I just feel like, I just wasted 3 hours of my life tonight, and I don't like that. I recently started getting back into playing Grand Theft Auto Online. And just having fun with it, and I was like, oh, the pay-per-view's on. I don't know if you saved this pay-per-view by a way of if they changed the order around. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, because the crowd was great, New Day winning and stuff, and then it just seemed to just fall right off.
And that's saying something for Philadelphia. They're usually one of the most rabid crowds. But
ticket sales were terrible for this.
Two of my favorite YouTubers actually there. Grimm's Toy Show and Johnny from Some Call Me Johnny. So two of my favorite YouTubers were there. But yeah, I heard that they didn't really do a good job selling tickets because, let's be honest, SmackDown has fallen off. It's not as great as it was. Like when a brand split first happened, and it was that time from, I'll say, September to January, SmackDown was probably the best show on WWE. But after the shakeup, I think SmackDown has fallen off.
It was good for a while. Like I loved watching it for quite a while, and then all of a sudden, it's just sucked. I don't know what's going on there. Do you see people on Twitter like blaming Road Dogg for it? He's just blocking people left and right.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, I didn't. No.
I was really excited for this because I was like, hey, you know what? This looks like a pretty good card. Sami Zayn and Mike Bennett. I was very shocked. Mike Kanellis. I was shocked that Sami Zayn went over clean. I didn't see that coming.
It's that stupid 50-50 booking that I don't like. It's just 50-50 booking.
It's funny.
That's the only reason why. No, go ahead.
No, it's funny. Somebody brought up a point. One of the guys on our show said something to me once, and literally, it's making sense now. They don't care about their weekly shows. They just want you to watch the pay-per-view. So none of that matters. It's kind of true. Nothing that they show on TV really matters because you're giving the same matches week in and week out. The pay-per-view is what matters. And even then, it's not mattering now. So it's like, I don't remember a time where I've been so disappointed in WWE. And, oh, yeah, never mind. Back when, like, WrestleMania 12 happened. Around that era. But it's been so bad. And, like, I get times have changed. You have the internet. And they have so many people leaking shit. And it's like, how do you have all of your plans leave rooms and go onto the internet? It doesn't make wrestling fun. Because, like, really, there's one account that I know of that gets literally everything right. And, it's got to the point where it's like, do I just stop following wrestling people on Twitter that are, like, you know what I mean? Like, wrestling accounts? Because, like, it takes the fun right out of it. Like, if you stop reading any news and stuff like that, like any potential spoilers, I find you have a lot more fun with it.
You really do.
Oh, yeah. It's like, for me, who's 29 now, I feel like a kid again. I can actually enjoy it, be unprepared or, whatever non-predictable things. And, yeah, I'm differences as a kid, I believed it was real than now, knowing that's not. But besides that, it'd be just better and more fun, more entertaining, more relaxing, really, even, and still with all of us with our own channels and you and me, Billy, with podcasts and stuff like that. We can still talk about things, but not bringing up the news. But the sad thing is, it's a continuous cycle. It's its own tornado storm of things where, well, if you don't cover it, not talk about it on your show and this and that, then the other people will go to those channels, go to those podcasts that do, because they're talking about the big things and this and that. So, and damned if you don't kind of situation, at least to me, sir.
Yes, I agree. Because I know there's been a lot of times that I've gone through and I've looked at stuff and I've said, you know what, do I talk about this? And then I've kind of been like, you know what, I'm not going to because it's a spoiler. I mean, the thing for me is, like, say, like NXT, right? They do all their tapings like I don't know, a month ahead, right?
Yeah.
So people will post the spoilers for 4 weeks, which is great. But the problem is, you had a guy like Bobby Fish debut. He's finally debuted, so I can talk about it. But I knew about it a month ahead, and I'm like, you know what? This is really exciting, and I want to say something, but do you? There's another name coming pretty quick. I'm not going to put out spoilers, but it's super exciting on NXT when you see it. And when I found out about it, I was like, you got to be kidding me. It is actually really good. I'm excited for you guys to see it. But it's, again, one of those things where, do you talk about it? Because they've already taped it. The spoilers are already out there. But there are a lot of people that don't want to know. They want to watch the show. So you kind of get into that, backed into a corner where, and there was a lot for tonight's event, actually, that were like, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. You look at Vegas odds, and then it's like, why do I bother watching the show? You know what I mean? I already know. Why bother? It's
exactly.
Almost, yeah.
No, I was just going to say, and that's the whole thing. Like I tweeted in our big group there about the Vegas odds, how it changed today during the day and everything for the women's 5-way elimination match and everything. To share. But in doing so, then I went up to people then kind of already knowing, and that's how things work in that way. And just, and Mae Young Classic, I want to ask both of you, yes or no, did you guys read the spoilers for the Mae Young Classic?
Nope.
I did, and I'll tell you why. Because that's not going to affect the actual wrestling. So
Yeah,
to me,
here's the way I see it. Like if you read the spoiler, like, and this is like a potential spoiler, like what Culture puts out every Sunday for pay-per-views, like they'll say potential spoilers, and these might or may not happen. These are official spoilers. This is gonna happen. For me, if I read a spoiler, it's great to action for me. It's gonna take my emotions out of it, and I love like being emotionally invested. If, like, for example, remember I said a few weeks ago that I didn't watch the CWC.
Yeah.
You said, well, just go back. If you had to watch one match, watch Cedric Alexander Kota Ibushi. I watched it. It was great. But I kept thinking to myself, wow, if I had watched this when it first happened, I could have been more emotionally invested in it because I would not have known who was going to win. Yeah. That's the way I see it, like reading spoilers. Like if you read spoilers, then your emotions just won't be in it as much.
Yeah, and I think the problem with this tournament, honestly, is I'm still going to watch it because it doesn't tell you about the wrestling or anything like that. It just kind of told you who won. Fine. My thing was, I'm still curious about the wrestling portion. Like, hey, how do they do in the ring, right? Prime example was the United Kingdom tournament. Now, going into it, I was like, oh, well, I don't know how excited I am for this. There's some pretty good wrestling on that. But I didn't know anything about it. There were some dud matches, sure, but it was like when you got to the finals and around the semifinals, there was some really good wrestling, and I got to the point where I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. But again, it's tough because as soon as if you can avoid it, anything like that, wrestling becomes fun. But you can't. It draws a very, very fine line, especially running channels and, as host, co-host, anything like that, of what you can and cannot talk about. Like, I saw so much for tonight that I saw what you were talking about, Steve, with in regards to the Vegas spoiler, or the Vegas line. Well, I didn't actually click on it and read it. I just saw the title and I was like, oh, cool. So there was a match that changed. I didn't click on it, though, because I knew I was going to spoil something, and I didn't want to.
Okay.
Because with Vegas odds, here's the thing: what I've learned, literally, they've only had like maybe 2 or 3 matches since I've known about Vegas odds that have not happened correctly. So it sucks everything out of the. Like you can bet that 98% whatever they're telling you is probably correct. But.
So if you look at that, you're basically saying if you look at something like that, that's basically your spoiler for the WWE pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, you've basically watched the pay-per-view without actually watching it. You'll know everybody that wins. You could literally show up on your show, Steve, and be like, you know what? This guy's going to beat this guy. This guy's going to beat this guy. And, like, it's not fun, right? That's why I hate this time, man. I remember growing back up in the 80s and watching wrestling, and you never knew. Wow, there was one thing that was guaranteed. You knew Hogan was winning.
Hogan, just like now and John Cena.
But even though you
even
knew,
Cena's not that bad as Hogan was.
yeah, but even though I think it was different with Hogan only because even though you knew that in the end he was going to come out on top, he always left you doubt. Swear to God. And I know it sounds bad. It was so different. And now it's just like, okay, you watch like a guy like John Cena, and it's like he had that period where he was just untouchable, and it was like, I hate this. You know?
Well, let me just say, like, I think that comes to being a kid. Like, when I was a little kid,
yeah,
especially being 7, whenever like Cena used to be in a big match, and even like a WWE title match, something like that, because I was just a little kid, I didn't understand it as much as I do now. Like my heartbeat, my stomach was hurting, and that's just how it was for me. And even then, like from time to time when Cena wrestles, especially with a great match like when he fought AJ at Royal Rumble, the 7-year-old kid of me comes out of me again.
Yeah.
That's just how I am. I admit that. I'm 17, but whenever Cena wrestled a big match like Royal Rumble was probably the big example. I became a 7-year-old kid again when he won. I'm not even gonna deny that.
Yep. And I love that feeling. Now a lot of it is I sit down and people ask me, "Are you excited for this pay-per-view?" I'm like, "Sure." Am I? Probably not. But like, because it just doesn't get me excited. When you have a great match, like, yeah, you take back the last one that I went crazy over was Pete Dunne NXT TakeOver. I lost my mind with that match.
I thought that was a great match in the match of the night, but the match, like, emotionally that got me that night was DIY versus Arthur Payne, that ladder match. That hit me in the heart, but because literally, like, I'm on the seat, like, I had a feeling Arthur Payne was gonna win, but deep down, I really wanted DIY to win. So when when he lost, like, tears were already in my eyes right there. Like, tears were literally in my eyes right there when they lost, because like it came so close. Then Ciampa just turned on Gargano, and that just broke me.
Do you know what's funny?
How you do it.
And here's the thing with that. I would have been in the same boat as you, only I knew about the turn beforehand.
I didn't.
So I was just like, You know how I knew about it? About a month prior, there was a lady on Twitter, and she posted on there that she was writing Johnny Gargano's new theme music. As soon as that was said, she deleted it. But as soon as somebody caught wind of that, it was over. You knew that it was happening.
Why would Johnny get new music? I thought like that'd be more of a babyface theme. I think he would have probably kept
Well, they're not going to keep the same music, right?
Sure.
I guess the girl was excited about it, got gung-ho, got on the Twitter machine, just put it in, and then realized after somebody caught it, oh, shit, pulled it down, and that was enough of that because it was like, okay, well, now you knew something was going to happen. And I didn't think that – I thought that if they lost, they'd have to come up, but, oh, man. I was like, okay, well, I guess the turn's happening. That's the only reason I wasn't invested in it, and I hate going through that, because it's like – literally watching 3 hours of TV, you absolutely don't get excited for. Like, I'm going to watch Ballers tonight. Ballers is great. And guess what? I'm excited to watch it. But if I knew everything that happened, I would not be excited. And it got to the point with Battleground that I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like it's so bloody predictable. Like, they say every wrestler's dreams to go to the WWE. And that's great, but I sit there and look at it like, why would you want to? I realize we could probably fill a whole show on that, but it's like,
oh, that'd be fun.
Why would you want to? Like, I don't get it. I'm not even
right. Is that no? I'm just interject here, just saying, is WWE still that the number one goal for everybody, for all wrestlers in the indie scene in America and other countries to go to? That's where you want to go, or is it New Japan Pro Wrestling or other places and other companies that are now taking over? I think
Japan / Ring of Honor. It's got to be.
Yeah.
You look at the storyline they're doing for the Bullet Club right now, and you're emotionally invested in it with Cody and Kenny Omega.
Oh.
Like they're teasing another breakup of somebody getting kicked out of the Bullet Club. It's just stuff like that makes it interesting. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. Did anyone see the comment by JBL tonight?
What did he say?
You don't win by points. This isn't Impact Wrestling.
He said that?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I gotta look for it now. You know, I just had that. You know, the problem you have like reading spoilers. I just had that problem way too much. Like whenever a new game came out or like a season of my show's coming back, I used to jump on YouTube and just try to find any bit of footage I could. That kind of ruined the experience for me in a way. So like from this point on, like there's an episode of of one of my favorite shows that's been out for months, but it hasn't aired in America yet, and everyone's doing reaction and reviews to it, and I'm just trying my best. Like, okay, I could just just watch it.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard any type of information on it whatsoever. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna wait for it to air in America. I'm just gonna not try to find it because that way I'm gonna feel more emotionally invested when I eventually do watch it.
Yeah.
And even for like things like the next two Sonic games, for example, well, yes, I'll watch a trailer. I'll watch the trailers and all that. But when it comes to cutscenes and gameplay, I'm trying to keep that to a minimum so I can be as surprised as I can when it comes out.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, that's the thing, right? I just, it's hard. It's hard. I will never stop watching wrestling because
Never.
I've been watching it forever. The problem becomes now it's getting harder to be like, hey guys, you know what, blah, 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 talking about it. And it doesn't help that Twitter, everybody, like most people you follow are so negative.
Oh, yes.
Everybody. It's like
you're walking on eggshells on Twitter. If you say something, they will come after you.
Like, it's just like throughout the course of, if you go through like a Raw and you go through stuff and like just kind of follow along what people are saying, there's literally nothing good. It was like, there was one guy who defended the Khali thing tonight, and I totally agreed with it. It was like, listen, you know what? Here's the thing. It makes sense. He's Indian, blah, blah, blah. They could wrap something into a story. Fine. I get people's concern, as we've already talked about. Do not put him in the ring. Do not let him wrestle. We've seen how that goes. It doesn't work.
As long as they don't put him in the ring to wrestle or put him on the mic.
Yes.
I can live with
Oh, well, that might even be greater. Don't put him on the mic, let alone put him in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, if he just works as an enforcer, like takes out Jinder Mahal's heavy work with the Singh brothers, I'll be down with that. But
do you guys remember?
In the ring or on the mic, I'm not gonna be happy because remember, I'm not trying to be racist or anything. He can't really talk, and he can barely walk, and he can't wrestle at all.
That's not racist. Just so you know. Now, it's funny. I was at a live event, Saturday night main event, when they had the arm wrestling competition. I'll see if anyone knows it. The one between McMahon and Lashley back in the day.
Oh, okay.
So their main event was John Cena against Khali for the title. That was back when Khali beat Cena for the championship.
He didn't beat him for it. He was actually dominating him, but he never took the title from him, thank God.
I thought Khali was the champion, though.
He won the World Heavyweight Champion when she won in a Battle Royal after Edge vacated it because of injury.
Thank you.
He never won the WWE title from Cena.
Okay.
That was during that time Cena held the title for a whole year, which had Samuel Kyron Chase jumping off the walls every time he won.
So, yeah, I went to that, and it was just, I was like, oh, God, I have to sit through this? Like, it was just, I get it. I totally get it. I'm just for the fact that they can use him as an enforcer, and have him, do wonders for Jinder. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. I guess John Cena, well, it sounds like John Cena's going to take on Jinder for the title next month.
Oh, no, please. I don't want that match. Now, I want Cena to face Nakamura at SummerSlam. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
But that was still the damn show. Wow, it's pouring down, raining outside. Yeah, that's what I just want, because I don't think a Cena Mahal match would be that good, especially if Khali gets involved. And since John Cena, his biggest kryptonite is SummerSlam, since he never wins there, I would love to see him versus Nakamura. It'd be a match of candidate, and likely Nakamura goes over, just like AJ did last year.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do, considering after tonight. You win the briefcase, you lose at Battleground, seems to be the theme. Man, but I'll tell you, Nakamura's matches are just boring since he's got to SmackDown.
They're not paying him up with the right opponent. Like, I think, like...
you know what? I'm going to tell you, I think what it is the WWE way on their matches. Like, you can go watch... They just water you down to the point where it's just not exciting. Like, they let AJ Styles do his thing. Oh, look at that. Never mind. He's coming out. I'm watching Nakamura, apparently.
This is like the greatest thing, one of the greatest things in WWE at the moment.
Oh, yeah. It was funny.
I like this theme. I just don't like his entrance.
Did you hear?
I think that his entrance gives me goosebumps, but luckily I almost had epilepsy as a baby, so I don't like a lot of flashing and strobing lights.
Yeah.
Because it hurts my head and eyes.
Oh.
Well, he gets his he gets his like inspiration from like what is it, Michael Jackson, and yeah, so you can tell what he's doing, but it's like I miss his music in like New Japan.
Never heard it.
Oh, really? Oh man, we should talk more often. Because, man, I'm giving you all this like research. No, it's good. It's really good. If you look up on YouTube Nakamura New Japan theme, I like it so much better. But he wasn't going to be able to take it. But then they came up with this. It's really good. I want to do a show. On themes. I think that might be.
I like that idea.
That might be a good idea.
Steve, I would love to do something like that. That'd be cool because I really look for some of my favorite things that WWE are right now.
And I'm always about music, whether it's WWE theme music or just regular music. I'm one of those into it of songs I like, not just because of whatever, more so meanings and lyrics and this and that. But, yeah, kind of cool that. But I actually have a question for everybody to answer, but specifically for Billy, as he brought this up earlier in the show about him just been bored with WWE, the pay-per-views not being as good, but is that going to be singing a different tune now as we're on the road to SummerSlam? SummerSlam being the WrestleMania summer, everybody's always hyped and ready for it. Going to be, going to be at Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York again, and this and that. It seems like with the WWE universe, it just seems like WWE in general, this is the time where things are slow, and then you get the SummerSlam and all those tweets that are negative turn positive, and everybody's pumped for anything and everything that's going to be at SummerSlam, whether it's a kickoff show match or the main event for the WWE Championship. Either way, so I just want to get your thoughts on that, both of you, and those watching live as well. If you want to share your thoughts in the comment section of live chat, you think your tune is going to be changed by the time we get to our prediction show here on this show and your own prediction show on your channels on August 17th or around there for the August 20th SummerSlam? Billy?
Well, it's going to be a busy week. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I fly to Philadelphia on the 18th. And, I think I actually fly there on the 17th. So Lazy Booking Podcast will be at the Survivor Series. See, that's what happens when, I have drinks. I went last year's Survivor Series. Give me a break. SummerSlam. We're also hitting TakeOver as well.
Lucky bastard.
Do you know what? I mean, we already know what the main event of TakeOver is.
Yeah, I know the card. I just don't want to know like anything building up to. I know like the card, but I don't want to know anything while any of the matches build up.
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you there is one thing that you will see there, and I you know what? I'll put money on it. We are going to see Adam Cole at TakeOver 3. I haven't read anything. I'm just judging by the fact that he's done nothing on the indie scene. Like, nothing. No bookings, nothing. I think he'll be at TakeOver 3, which is now the WrestleMania of TakeOver, obviously, since it's now the only trilogy they have.
And it's always, usually, other than probably last year, because you can, I thought Dallas was just a little bit better. Brooklyn is usually their best or second best TakeOver of the year, and it beat SummerSlam both times.
I actually was at probably what you could say is the first ever TakeOver. They never actually They never actually broadcasted it live. It was just
NXT
San Jose, WrestleMania 31. It was an untelevised one, but it was basically their takeover before the first one. Incredible. It was the first time that Tommy hit the GTS. It was WrestleMania weekend, and then they started broadcasting takeovers after that because it was such a hit. Best women's match I ever seen. So if you ever get the NXT Best of DVD, you will see Charlotte Sasha Banks. Best match I've ever seen by two women.
For me, the match between Sasha and Bayley at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn still holds that spot because it's the match that got me in NXT.
This one was better.
Reignited my hope and faith in women's wrestling. And 3 was just such a great match to watch. That's still to this day, even after everything, my favorite NXT match to this very day. With the DIY and Revival Tribe 3 Falls match coming second, and Zayn and Nakamura coming third.
Cool.
I'll tell you, it's crazy that being in attendance for that DIY triple threat match, man, that blew my mind. I thought that was probably that came second. That Sasha Charlotte match is still my favorite, but nobody got to see it. It is on that DVD, I believe, though. So if you can see it, watch it because it is awesome. Overall, SummerSlam, though, I'm excited, guys. I mean, my work paid for my hotel in Brooklyn, so I don't have to pay for the hotel for the night. You know what? I'm excited to go. I'm excited to check out New York City. I've never been. So it'll be nice to get out of here and go down there. I'm excited for a lot of things. I mean, you know what? Honestly, to see the guys from the show, I'm excited to see the wrestling, but more importantly, like, you know, to sightsee and get some food and, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. So the thing is, for me, it's not going to be a bad weekend at all because really it's like you could give me 2 big piles of turds fighting in a ring and be like, you know what? I have so much more that I am thankful for that looking at exactly
things during the weekend or however long you're there from Thursday to Sunday, or
it's very different.
Your timetable is over that weekend that you've done with your friends and family and otherwise, that the show can be crap.
And it's very different
because you had other experiences.
It's very different being in a crowd than it is being at home.
That's why I felt bad about missing out for Mania 33 being so close, because I was looking forward to meeting members of the Lazy Booker podcast, other people, and just WWE fans, and being part of a live experience. In the end, everything happens for a reason, so I'm holding on to that, and maybe in the next year at New Orleans. But
you know what's funny, Steve? I sat there and looked at it like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm glad I didn't go to it. I mean, sure, you know what? We got potentially what is Undertaker's last match. Although I will say, I don't know if I believe that, but we'll see.
I don't.
Me neither. I don't know.
I want to believe it's his last match. I don't want him to wrestle anymore. I love the man dearly. He's one of my favorites of all time. But it comes a time as a person, you know, you look at how Mark Calloway's body is literally, you know, dying inside. Let this man retire and live his life with his family. He needed hip surgery that would pretty much end his career anyway. Let him retire. Just not. I don't want to wrestle anymore. Whenever I see someone say, "I want to take to wrestle again," I don't, because I don't want to risk his health any more than he's already risking it. His health is more important than us watching him wrestle again.
Right. True.
Yeah, it was
well-being mentally and physically is, to me, as a WWE fan, podcast host, yada yada, is most important to me for the WWE superstars. Even if I was watching other things, other indie or other promotions, New Japan or otherwise, and stuff like that. You know, their health and well-being being the main thing. But we actually have a lot of people in the live chat hounding me to ask because they're wondering, because they saw Billy drinking. They're wondering what exactly you're drinking there tonight, Billy.
Oh boy, whiskey and Pepsi.
Okay, see that, everybody? You got your answer.
And I don't usually, so that's why.
Drinking.
Yeah.
How hammered did you get at Great Balls of Fire?
Oh boy, I was very drunk. I don't know how to put it into words for you. I feel like every time I come on this show, I'm drinking. This is not a good thing. But still, like, which reminds me, 2 seconds.
And for me, I'm more of a wine guy, so I have my blackberry wine that I have to drink. I mean, you can't go wrong with blackberry wine. But if
we're just gonna mix straight on the show here. I mean,
why not?
Probably the best way to go.
I'm underage, so you will never see me doing any drinking. I'm underage, so don't expect me to drink any alcohol.
That's a good idea.
Is that your is that your on-air answer? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, seriously though. What the hell were we talking about? Because I get drinking and then I say things like Survivor Series when it's SummerSlam. So
I don't know. Maybe you're wishing it's Survivor Series because you want to get to the end of this year.
I did like Survivor Series last year though, so maybe
Survivor
I do.
Series was the best Big Four pay-per-view last year. I do not care what you say. Last year at the Big Four, Survivor Series was clearly the best.
Oh, that Rumble was terrible.
Oh, the Royal Rumble last year was pretty good, if you ask me.
You know my favorite video, and for anyone in the live chat, go watch that Royal Rumble reaction video of number 30. It is literally the best thing you'll ever see. Especially the one guy. Roman's music hits, and then the guy's like, "Oh, fuck off!" It was my favorite thing in the world.
Hold up. No, I'll tell you one of probably one of my favorites. The guy was in the audience. He was just like this.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna show you my face. He was just like this. He was smiling. Roman's music hits. That was hilarious. That one there.
Yes, I agree. That was great. He was so sad. I don't.
If I had I don't swear on this channel. I try hard not to. If I had recorded my live reaction to that Rumble, I dropped at least 5 F-bombs when Roman's music hit. I don't even hate Roman Reigns or anything, but I was just angry because he already had a title shot that night. And who it could have been? I was expecting Samoa Joe, maybe Finn Balor, and then I hear Dan. I was like, "You've got it." I literally got angry.
This is why the hate for Roman Reigns. Like, if you would have just been done your title shot that night, fine, whatever. But no, they had to send you back out to piss people off. Like, you had so much talent back there, but yeah, and that was the thing. There weren't many surprises last year.
This year, you mean this year? The only thing we had, only surprises.
It's the last Royal Rumble, so I say last year. Sorry.
The only surprises we had were Jack Gallagher, Ty Dillinger, which is something everyone saw. And and you know what the thing is? I would give WWE credit on this. And this is something I've never really seen anyone say. They knew what they were doing. Be honest. Really have wanted Orton to win the Rumble.
Come on, they troll the shit out of us.
They brought Reigns because they knew no one wanted Orton to win. So what they do? They brought the one person that anyone would root over him. And it worked because people were happy Orton won. I mean, I wasn't, but if Reigns had won the Rumble, I probably would have failed the whole match.
Yeah. Oh no, I totally get it. It made me so mad because it was like, man, what are you guys do? Like? Why would you do this to us? Like, why? And they don't care. They hate us.
One of the greatest reactions to that Rumble was the entire video was Grimm's Toy Show reaction, and when they got the Roman Reigns' entrance, it was legit the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. They were legit angry. He said, "How many Rumbles can Roman ruin?"
A lot, clearly.
We're already up to 3. Let's see how many more he can ruin.
Man, it's awful. I literally have I don't even want to deal with that.
I don't know. He could ruin 2018 because he'll just straight up win it.
Which video? God damn, Steve.
But I gotta say though, here on my show, that Battleground sucked enough ass that we're talking about the Royal Rumble and Roman Reigns and other things, which is fine. But
it was assholes. It was terrible.
But it just shines a light on our thoughts here on WWE Battleground that actually was tonight. That actually happened hours ago, not a pay-per-view that happened a while ago. So just sharing the knowledge of that.
I'm just looking at this live chat here because you were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Ronnie, thanks, man. I never can see the live chat, so I never know if you're typing, man. My son is the best, but he's really angry. Also, that's right. I'm not usually drinking on the show. It happens sometimes. So,
you know something?
Oh God, here we go.
Steve just said, it's funny how we're just bringing in other things. You know, that shows how what we thought of Battleground. I didn't hate the show, mind you, but I didn't like it either. This reminds me of when we did our Great Balls of Fire predictions. And when it got to Seth Rollins, remember you brought this up, Billy. When we got to Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt, we quickly gave our predictions and went on like a 20-minute talk about video games after that.
Yeah, we did.
Because no one gave a crap about it.
No.
And if you guys can see in the live chat, Ronnie, a loyal subscriber to this channel, saying the Battleground did not suck ass.
But can we talk about one thing first? He asked about Mysterio returning. I think he's going to Global Farce Wrestling.
Oh God.
I heard him and Mundo are on their way there. But I mean, if he comes back, it's cool for the kids, I guess. I mean, Mysterio's banged up too, right? So I don't know. SmackDown needs guys on that show.
Well, they're going to get Shelton soon.
I've heard Mysterio could go either way. So, I mean, I know.
I think he'll go in the cruiserweight division because let's be honest.
God.
Who can really
Please, no.
No, like, think about it. I'm talking about Mundo. If he comes back, him going to SmackDown because I love to see some of the matches he can have. But with Mysterio, who do we really have in that division? Do you think can believably beat Neville for that title?
Right now in the cruiserweight division?
Right now, is there anyone you can believe will beat Neville?
Austin Aries, and they should have put the belt on him when they had the chance.
Yeah, but
Gallagher.
Jack Gallagher. I love Jack Gallagher, but that's about
me too. But he seems like the cruiserweight Santino. I love Gallagher though. That's the thing. It hurts me to say that. Yes, I said Global Farce Wrestling. It's a joke. I hate it.
But here's the thing: you say he's like the cruiserweight Santino, but at least he's actually legitimately a better wrestler than Santino, and not treated 100%.
No, and he is, but it pains me to say that. They gave him that spot at Rumble, and what did they do? An umbrella spot between Jericho's legs, right? Like, and
that was funny. That was funny as hell.
It was funny, but I was like, right away, I was like, oh no, he's the comedy act. Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
And that was.
I actually did kind of like when he got eliminated. Like, I really wanted him to like just float down like Mary Poppins out of the ring. I would have laughed my butt off. I'd have probably fell on the floor laughing if that had happened.
Yeah, you know what? I will say this. Jay Thomas, all of you are right. I mean, you know, he would be he'd be a fit for 205, but as far as Mounties Corner says, too much nostalgia factor. He'd be straight to the remaining roster. I agree 1,000%. You can't do that to him. Ronnie S. even says Mysterio deserves better than their cruiserweights. You're right. Although they would be a great match. Jay Thomas, you're correct as well. So I agree with all 3 points.
Everybody's right. Yay. Everybody's correct. We got Billy here. You know, Billy is being Oprah here. Everybody's correct in their thoughts. But
you get an opinion. You get an opinion. Sorry.
Everybody has the correct opinion.
I'm going for a cigarette. I'll be right back.
Okay, go ahead. But no, shout out to Mounties Corner. I did see he had his own review. Again, ring the bell to my channel. Ring the bell over his channel because I got the email right in front of me. Mounties Corner was live with his review. So check that out after finishing up here. Everybody watching live chat, thank you for joining us in our craziness. Welcome to like the video, share the video to whoever, whenever, as well. Specific shout out to Mounties Corner because Kyron, he may be our guest. Yes, he may be our guest for SummerSlam predictions episode.
You said who? You said who?
Mounties Corner. He's in the live chat. His channel, so check that out. Mounties Corner. Mounties Corner.
Okay.
On Twitter at Eddie_RKO. He's part of our group chat, so he'll be under there. If you click on all the participants, you'll find him there too. Again at Eddie_RKO on Twitter. Mounties Corner here on YouTube. So check that out. Subscribe, ring the bell, and check out his great content over there because he maybe, we'll say 90% certain, he will be one of our guests along with some other ones, some other YouTube familia, other friends, wrestling personalities. I'm part of the show, bigger ones that I know. So hopefully that can actually happen because I know I brought it up in the past and it fell through. But hopefully this time we might have a male and female of YouTube here to talk wrestling to be part of our prediction show. We had get there to August 17th. So I just want to let you know that specifically here, Kyron, even on air, that Mounties Corner, you may be joining us. Oh, thanks. Monty's Corner saying thanks, brother. This is a sweet setup you have. Hey, your setup, your content is great as well. Of course, that's why I'm doing it. That's why, of course, I always wanted you to be a part of the show. Smart person that loves pro wrestling, loves to give your opinion and share it to the world. Always greatly appreciated. Whether we agree or disagree, that doesn't really matter. As I always say, makes for a perfect debate. Join in the conversation. So back to Battleground. I fear for this whole Jinder Mahal having Ray Khali coming back. It could lead to a Mahal Khali title match. Unfortunately,
God!
we were talking. I know. Everybody's saying we don't want to see in the ring, and I agree. But I'm just throwing this out here. Just never know. It could be going on in a WWE meeting right now. Probably not right now, but you know what I mean. For the future, he's just heavy, and Khali gets sick of it. You're only winning because of me, sort of thing, and that would also mean he would have to get on the mic. But point being, is we get to a great Khali Jinder Mahal match for the WWE Championship. Let's say at a Survivor Series or at December's pay-per-view, whatever one SmackDown Live has, TLC or the other one. I don't know if there is another one. Point being, around that time, and have Mahal defending the title. But then again, most, like Kyron Chase and others, believe that Jinder Mahal will be dropping the WWE Championship at SummerSlam here in late August. I have always been saying, and I will keep pumping this out, 3 months or more for me to show me that this title reign for Jinder Mahal is legitimate, and I am going to be actually cheering for him as a fan, not just as a prediction and podcast host and this and that, but as a fan, I actually want to see Jinder Mahal win at SummerSlam, carry the title longer, even if it does lead to a match with Great Khali. Goes over there. That feud and match, whenever that would happen, if it'll happen. You all hope not, but you never know. It's just an idea, okay? Don't harm the messenger. But we'll certainly see if that could be the road that they go down. Now, if they go down that road, that means Jinder Mahal is going to have a nice long run as WWE champion. He could then, if that's the case, go all the way to WrestleMania, where that's when he drops the WWE Championship. Then SummerSlam, that most thought it to be, and I'm sure most will still keep thinking that to be and predict that to be, in their own ways on Twitter and otherwise. But for me, keep it going, keep it longer. I would love to see it go to WrestleMania, to be quite honest. He's done great, taking the ball and ran with it as WWE champion. He's a great heel. To be part of as SmackDown Live as their champion. So I keep that train moving, chug, choo, choo, and drive it all the way to WrestleMania. But I know there's a lot of people that, whenever the decision, there's a lot of people that want him to drop it at SummerSlam, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But for me, 3 months or more, make it legitimate, and not just because of the whole India factor. But what are your guys' thoughts on if that actually does happen, if they go down that road of Jinder Mahal, Great Khali?
Oh, well, I'm going to interrupt you here. Steve, we're being attacked. The Packers still suck, apparently. I disagree completely. Not even – I'll tell you this. Jinder Mahal is hashtag my Maharaja. He is – you know what? People bitched and complained that we had no stars.
Mm-hmm.
He's killing it. And people – the problem is – people look at him still as a jobber.
They'll always do that.
They won't get over it. It's like, okay, but if you look at what he's doing in the ring, I actually like seeing him every week. You know, I have his entrance music downloaded on Spotify. Don't at me.
Really? It's not that good. I mean,
I love that song. Are you kidding me?
I'm starting to get into that music, actually.
That's as far as it goes.
No, are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. It's all right.
No, it's great. But as Mounty's Corner said, he had one chance. He's killing it, and I agree.
Yeah,
1,000%. He's killing it.
He took that ball and he's running with it well, and I think hopefully he has a longer title reign. And to be quite honest, with having the Great Khali show up tonight, I think that actually confirms, at least to me, that he'll be holding this title past Survivor Series, at least past Survivor Series. I want to make sure people heard that, past Survivor Series.
So here's a lot.
He's not holding it that long. I don't think he's holding it that long.
I have Ronnie, I do not know what Maharaja means, but there is a restaurant in Calgary that's called Maharaja, and I want to go eat there. However, There's a lot.
Maharaja is like round one, the king. Modern day king, modern day Maharaja.
Just so you know, I have a live reaction of Battleground as a whole from inside the arena from the retired beer man from the Lazy Booking podcast. He pooped at the arena twice, so he's hit rock bottom. There you have it. Yeah, I mean, he's awesome. I'm loving what he's doing, and I probably shouldn't have drank this whiskey, because I'm totally losing my train of thought. But yeah, no, he's doing great. He's absolutely doing. Yeah.
There we go. We got Jinder Mahal up in here.
Oh, it's great. It's great. How do you not love that?
Oh, like I said, that theme is
I would download on my phone personally, but I mean, whenever he comes out, it is something to bop your head to.
I don't want this.
But I wouldn't download it. It's probably not in my top 15 favorite songs right now.
It's great.
Do you understand the words to it?
It doesn't matter.
It's just a beat.
Doesn't matter to me. That's like.
Oh, hey. Shout out again to Monty's Corner. Thanks for being here, man. Get your rest. And again, I'll see you probably for the prediction episode. And for everybody that is watching live, we'll be watching archived. That'll be August 17th, that Thursday, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Around that time. You know how I do. Sometimes I'm late to my own show to start live. But on that date will be the prediction show here for Steve's Wrestling Ramble.
Someone's got to really get Ronnie a mic. We got to find out why he really enjoyed the show. I don't get it. I mean, I'm not going to knock you if you enjoyed it. That's great if you enjoyed it. I just have really had a hard time staying awake, so I don't get it, I guess. I don't know.
Let's see what he says.
We've been on a while, Miss Thomas. Been on a while.
We've, over an hour, we'll just say.
Yeah, I'll probably just postpone my review of the show till tomorrow.
Well, you can leave at any time, Cameron. I know you have that.
No, I'm having fun over. I'm having fun right here.
Okay.
So am I. Also, just so you guys, this motherfucker's got to work at 6:30 in the morning. That's fine. It's only 10 here, so I'm good.
You're lucky. It's 12. It's 12:31 where I am.
Yeah, I used to live East Coast, man. I know. I don't miss it though. I'm actually originally from Toronto, so that's where I saw all the good wrestling stuff, like Orton winning his first title. That stuff. WrestleMania 17, WrestleMania 6. Toronto has some good shit going on.
You mean WrestleMania 18? 18 was in Toronto, not 17.
Holy shit! Thanks, man. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Wow, Cameron Chase has become our WWE encyclopedia.
I might be 17 and the youngest person here right now, but I have a lot of knowledge. You'd be surprised about.
You realize I'm getting dementia before you, right?
Oh God!
I'm just letting you know it's already kicking. Clearly. Oh, I can't even remember what WrestleMania is. What? It's fine. It's fine. Did you know? Hey,
well, don't worry. So you have to remember that Toronto or somewhere, maybe Montreal, will get WrestleMania. Let's just say WrestleMania 38.
I've heard that Toronto's rumored to get it again.
It will be in the Sky Dome again?
Yep. And I'm glad you called it that because nobody calls it the Rogers Center.
I would love for my hometown of Baltimore to get a WrestleMania, but I doubt we'll ever get one. I mean,
there's nowhere to hold it though.
Same here with Green Bay or Milwaukee.
You can't.
The Ravens or the Orioles Stadium would be a pretty good place to hold it.
The problem for you guys is the weather.
Yeah, especially for Lambeau. Maybe the Bradley Center, but I don't think it's.
Nah, it's too small. They won't do arenas anymore. If they didn't do another, I'd be shocked if they did another arena. Mm-hmm. They make too much money.
I was disappointed because they had a great tradition going on. They broke. WrestleMania 1 was in Madison Square Garden, 10 was in MSG, 20 was there. I think every time it's a 0, you should go back to MSG. But 30, as great as it was in New Orleans, I said, you broke a great tradition. I think I would have continued. I would put WrestleMania 30 in Madison Square Garden, but that's just me.
Bumfuck Sioux City. Where's that?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's in Iowa.
Oh, I like it. Hey, you know what? No, wait a minute. No, it's not Iowa. Oh, I don't even know the United States, man.
I thought Sioux City was on.
Shit.
Ronnie S. here saying Kyron is the Wikipedia of the channel. So there we go.
Yeah, I see that, but he put Kyrie instead of Kyron.
Oh, Kyrie, yeah.
Yeah, that's my brother. My little brother is Kyrie. I'm Kyron.
Well, I've called him Kyrie a few times because I can't read clearly.
People have called me everything in the world from Kieran to Kyrie, Kyrene. And like I'm thinking, you get it wrong the first time. I'm like, Kyron is not something hard to pronounce. It's not. I'm sitting there like,
not like my last name.
I'll start calling you Karen.
It doesn't matter at this point. I mean, I told Raunchy Mikey how to pronounce my name. He still called it wrong. He still said it wrong on purpose.
Yeah.
That's because me and him were like enemies on this show. Steve can vouch for me to the fact that when it came to me and Mike, we literally went at it all the time. It was awesome.
Oh, Ronnie. No way. Mania at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Dude. I don't even know what to say to that, buddy. Jesus, last time the Islanders played there, it was raining water from the roof. I heard they're upgrading it. Actually, you know what's funny? I heard that the Islanders were leaving Brooklyn and actually going back to Nassau. I don't know how true that is, but the cool thing, I guess they're upgrading the stadium finally, but Brooklyn is a mess. That's the worst place to have hockey. I don't even want to start with that. I'm Canadian, so I could talk hockey for like 3 hours. I don't even want to.
Hockey. It's always going to be number 4 in the sports.
Oh, yeah. It's like hockey in the States is behind, like, what did they just show the other night on ESPN, I guess? I heard they showed
ESPN2 had the Cornhole Championships.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I mean, I love playing it, but that's not a sport.
Best sports are basketball and football. There is no debating. Basketball and football.
Yeah, they just finished renovating. I feel like is Sioux City like what is it called? Mohegan Sun. I feel like that.
Right now, I'm just on Twitter with the hashtag WWE Battleground. See if I can find and shout out some tweets.
Oh God, Steve, don't do that to yourself.
Oh, don't do that to yourself, man. You're asking for it.
No, there might be some good ones. We'll see what people think.
Oh, there's some good ones. There's some good ones.
You're getting into something you're not ready for, my brother. This is not going to be good for you.
Well, I know how to read.
I know. I'm not saying you know how to read. Do you know the? You know what? I'm actually going to go through Twitter myself. Just look at some stuff people saying.
Here's one. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. We got here Chris at Mr. GT425 on Twitter. So go holler at him. He says, damn it, people can't spell, so the suggested Battleground hashtag that came up was the wrong one, meaning hashtag W Battleground. Well, that was great content.
There's a tweet from someone who said, his Twitter is called Omega Satan, and it's the hashtag W Battleground was awesome.
Why?
And here's another one from a female. At Philly1 Gleek, I really hope Shane McMahon makes a WWE World Heavyweight Championship title rematch at SummerSlam and bans Jinder's 3 sons from ringside at SmackDown Live. Hashtag WWE Battleground.
Jesus.
Here's one from where was it? From unknown_Johnny. He says it'd be cool if Crime Town was behind the Breezango attacks.
And here's one from Kevin Johnson at Jefferson's Horses on Twitter. My buddy and I spent $250 on hashtag WWE Battleground Club box tickets and leave with back strains from obstructed view, rethink the Rumble at WWE. Hashtag.
The problem with that comment is that's on them for spending that money.
Yes,
it
is.
Like you knew what the product was when those tickets went on sale.
Exactly, true.
And okay, you have the chance. Am I okay? I am wonderful. I've had a little bit too much to drink, I think. I'm okay, though. I'm normally not this slow and slurry.
Here's a good one. Wasn't there supposed to be a live tiger on the loose in the second cage of the Punjabi prison? Hashtag WWE Battleground from.
No, we don't need that. Does anybody remember when they had the Boss Man and Al Snow in that cage match?
The kennel from hell. The kennel from hell.
Yeah, kennel from hell. Yeah.
And what did the dogs do? They just shit and piss everywhere.
All right, here's one more at Isaiah Tapper. Cancel network during the show. WWE is so fucking shit. Vince is making billions from sponsors, so we won't change the thing. Hashtag WWE Battleground.
I see it. I was about to read it off to you, Steve. You beat me to it.
It was fucking shit, though. I mean,
I don't want to go that far because there was some stuff I liked, but I'm trying to stay positive. But I'm looking at like, did you really enjoy the show, Kyron? No, Kyron, I didn't because you loved the tag team title match. You liked the AJ Owens. You liked the second half of the flag match. But did you really enjoy this show? No,
oh my God. How are you working right now? That's craziness.
Okay, here is the last one for me on my end to share tweets. At Markelson is Jr. So Khali is Jinder Mahal's bitch again. Didn't they try this 6 years ago? Hashtag WWE Battleground.
I actually remember that. I know what he's referencing. Here's one. This one is definitely gonna Russell to Jimmy. From Sweet Baby Rodney. Hashtag WWE Battleground was way, and he put emphasis on the all caps WAY, way better than Great Balls of Fire.
Oh God!
Wow.
The
problem with that is you called yourself Sweet Baby Jimmy.
No. It's called his Sweet Baby, Sweet Baby Rodney.
Sweet Baby Rodney Jimmy, whatever. Jesus. Yeah, she basically does nothing, as I can tell, but that's exciting. That's more time for us. Yeah. So I have to answer an old question that Ronnie put on there. The big flop with the Islanders at Barclays. It's made for basketball. The hockey viewing is terrible. There's too many obstructed seats, and from what I understand, the piping underneath is really bad for the ice. So that's just what I've heard.
Wait a second. Mayweather versus McGregor.
Kyron, what's going on here?
Mayweather's going to win that.
Hold on, guys. Be right back. Hey.
Might want to go on mute.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, my God. Oh, don't play like that's not funny, Ronnie. Kyron should be glad people don't call him Khali. No, don't do that. That's not funny. That's not funny.
Jeez. All right, well, I think we're going to have to wrap it up here when Billy's able to get back on camera. Let him plug his channel, his podcast, Late to Booking Podcast, and everything else. And then we got to get out of here. I mean, we got Mondays to crush tomorrow, things to do. Kyron has to wake up in the morning and get a Battleground review on his own channel. So things to do around here, busy. It's every day, bro. It's every day. So, or at least it feels like it's every day, even though I don't do a video every day, but it certainly feels like I'm doing something every day channel related. So to those that watch my videos or are on my channel, yes, I might only do 2 videos a week, but I'm doing something every day that has to do with the channel. So don't worry, I'm working hard. Slowly trying to grow. Everybody's on the road to the 1K subscribers and this and that. So we're all doing our thing, and I look forward to having Monty's Corner and others as guests for our SummerSlam prediction show here, part of Steve's Wrestling Ramble. Again, that will be August 17th of this very year, 2017. That'll be 7 p.m. Central or 8 p.m. Central, or whatever time that is in your area. Of course, I'm going live here on YouTube, Google Hangouts, as I always do. For that one, I will be showing my face again for the first time in a while. There's a reason for that. Don't worry, it's not that big of a thing, but just a reason for it. So that's why I'm not on camera now, or haven't been for past podcast episodes, reviews, other videos, anything on this channel. I haven't been on the camera, I don't think. Since I don't even remember since. Feels like it's longer than I've actually been. But the point being is I haven't been on camera, but I will be back on camera, looking dapper, looking fresh, when we get to SummerSlam, because I want everybody to look. No, I mean not everybody has to look, dressed in the nines, but at least be on camera, and be ready for that. If I have guests that do want to join, then you don't want to be on camera, that is perfectly fine. That is your priority. you do not wish to be on camera, you do not have to. Whether it's a shy thing, whether it's just you don't want to because it's the internet thing, I understand. But those other ones, I would hope will be. It's just one of those I'd rather than the other, but you don't have to because I can't make anybody do anything. So just sharing, putting that out there for potential guests in the future that might be watching this video for the first time, because hopefully others are sharing these videos to other YouTubers, other people, whatever, the free form of marketing, word of mouth. So, or social media, Twitter and otherwise. So, welcome to share it however you share this content you enjoy, like other YouTubers you like that you share with other people, however you do it, wherever. I always greatly appreciate it. Let me know if you do. I'll give you a shout out on the next show. Your Twitter handle, everything. You take time out of your day to do something like that for me and my channel here that has, there's hundreds and hundreds of other YouTubers that talk wrestling, or many of them, whether it's hundreds or not, whatever the point being is. I appreciate that you stop by here and enjoy my content, enjoy my co-hosts, enjoy us all and their own channels as well. And if you're going to take time out of your day to leave a comment, I'm going to take time of mine to give you a shout out and go from there. Unless you want to be anonymous and this and that, that's understandable. But each and every day and every day, always, I'm looking to make this channel greater and better. Because I hope to get to 1K, then use the super chat, make some money, get better equipment, and do it up big here for the channel. So, big lofty goals I have. They're attainable. It's gonna work. Grind. So we're just waiting here for a guest of honor, Billy, to return from his phone call to wrap up the episode. Let me see here in the chat. I don't know if Kyron's on the chat, but see if there's other stuff.
Yeah, still here.
It's like someone's talking about Jay Thomas here. Oh, thanks, Ronnie. Steve Justin Ramble, one of the best YouTube channels here. Really appreciate it. I hope to actually earn that. I mean, I appreciate it. Hey, I'm not gonna question something that you said like that, but I want to 100% earn it. Like I said, I want to get a better. I want to actually get a camera, get other things, make it aesthetically pleasing. Visually, have it better. Ronnie, yes. Jay Thomas, Jamie, is my ex-girlfriend. We dated when I was in Hawaii and I was in the service. So, yes. And she was the one that was trying to get on here, and she was having the issues. That's why I knew who Jay Thomas was. It was Jamie, my ex-girlfriend. So we still keep in touch. She's ironically, even though I hope she's okay with me bringing this up, but whatever. She is the only ex-girlfriend in my life that I keep talking to. Like all the other ones, I've not, no correspondence, Twitter, Facebook. They blocked me, I blocked them, or whatever. But Jamie, we kept in contact through the years a little bit, not all the time, but still. Point being, she's cool.
It's that whole being there versus, TV, because TV was just.
Oh no, aesthetically pleasing. Don't worry, Jamie. No, it's all good.
And all the rules changed.
But we'll go there.
No, seriously.
I know she is cool, Ronnie, and you're welcome to the show too, both of you. Hopefully, it works out for Jamie too.
Yeah, I was like, that's why I was like, what the fuck are these rules? It's amazing.
I know, rules are rules. What? Well, let me see here. Yeah, Karen, she is. She is for sure.
Me neither. He had 2 poops, so it was fine. Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, so you do realize your mic is still on?
Yeah, sorry. I'm talking to everyone's boy Chrome here. He's just got home from Battleground. He's just telling me all about it.
I just saw Chrome's Twitter. He said he got a picture with Grimm's Toy Show. That's pretty cool.
Yes, he did have a picture with Grimm. Yeah, they were pretty cool. He was talking to him like all night. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was.
You guys might have a future guest over there at Lazy Wicked Podcast.
Hey, I'll tell you, we got some pictures of Chrome's sign too that was on there. If you guys ever saw the sign on there that says Heel Chrome versus Tito Santana at WrestleMania 34, there you go. Book it.
Ronnie said about you, Billy. He said this guy is very unprofessional.
Uh-oh.
About who?
You.
Why
Ronnie
me?
Said, I'm guessing because you walked away with your mic on still on the phone. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Ronnie. I didn't realize. Oh, see, this.
I mean, it is YouTube. It's not, we're not part of a network or anything. But anyways. Well, I guess I'll do the promoting for Billy. You're welcome to follow him.
Nah, don't leave.
Are you talking to us or are you talking on the phone?
I'm done. All right. Okay. I'm coming. All right. Okay. Bye.
No, it's all right. Hey, you can. It's all good. I was gonna promote your stuff for you so you can continue your conversation with your boy, your friend.
Oh well. See, no, because I have some news. I don't know. Are you done? Are you done?
No. What news? You got?
Sorry, say that again, Steve.
What news do you have?
Oh no. I don't have news, but I have our boy Chrome wants to join us.
Oh, cool.
So if you want to leave, I mean, I don't know.
No, it's fine. No, you know what? No, it's fine. It's good to get for somebody that's was at the event. The only thing I was worried about was because I'm sure going to get damn 2 hours, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey, it'll be the most entertaining podcast. I'm telling you.
All right. I know. I hear people telling me I should cut it down. It should only be an hour and stuff. But sometimes you just get into conversations.
Do you know what? I'll tell you right now. I've had that problem too. It happens, man. It happens.
The longest show I've been on was really the one you were on, Billy. You went on. You had so many cutaways of different random gags. We had 3 hours.
Man, you give me a platform. I can talk wrestling all night, man. That's the problem. I can talk wrestling all night.
I can go all day too.
Definitely. All right, sorry. Cliffhanger. I know. Hey, Ronnie, man, if you want to see us do more stuff, you let us know, man. You let us know what we can do, man, and we'll bring it. Lazy Booking Podcast was going to do a post show tonight, but the problem was everybody fell asleep or everyone was at the event. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to put myself through that because I can't talk about it. It was terrible. So
it's terrible.
It was terrible. I couldn't talk. I tried once to do a show for 10 minutes before Chrome jumped on after a live event he was at. I think it was SummerSlam last year. I couldn't do it. 10 minutes by yourself is the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life.
That's why I enjoyed doing this show by myself for the last 3 years, and my NFL show. But it is hard doing it by yourself, being the only voice.
Heel Chrome is a son of a bitch, and I'm just responding to Ronnie. No, you know what? I'll tell you, Ronnie. There's people in this world that you will meet. And I will tell you that I'm very lucky in the fact that I met him at WrestleMania 31. I've literally hung out with Chrome twice in one weekend, and that's it. And we came up with this podcast idea randomly just after being friends, and that's how our show evolved. And you know what? He's like family to me now. So, hey, it happens. So I'm really excited to go to Philadelphia next month. We're going to have a lot of stuff putting out there. Trust me.
Good.
You think my drinking's bad now? I'll tell you.
Wait until you get to see Lazy Boogie Podcast live in person there at SummerSlam for their prediction show.
Oh, the history of the WWE Championship. Ronnie, are you talking about the video that Chris Pappas did? Because if you are, you guys need to see that video. This dude, literally, you need to see this. The video is 45 minutes long.
Damn.
But He names off every champion, the WWE champion, without a book, and he gives you a background of history. It is incredible.
Yes.
It is unreal. I don't know much about Chris Pappas because I've never met him, but this video is insane. I was watching this being like, how do you... This is the title Jinder Mahal currently holds that we're talking. That's the real title, let's be honest. But, yeah, you encourage the drinking. Thanks, pal.
I had the book, The History of the WWE Championship, that goes from...
Dude, he knows it back to front. Like, it's crazy.
I actually have the book, History of the WWE Championship, that goes from the inception all the way to when Cena won at WrestleMania 26. That's as far as I went.
So
I still have that book.
So take that book, open it, put that video on, and you will just be like, oh my God, this guy's crazy. Like, it's really good. I'm hoping that, yeah, he knows his shit. I was like, I couldn't even believe the stuff that was coming out, man. It was crazy. Oh, Chrome's here.
Yes,
He's
Chrome
been
is.
here for like 3 minutes.
What up?
What's up, Chrome?
What up?
Oh, Chrome, you just got back, buddy. We're just talking about the Pappas video and how everyone should watch it because it's incredible.
I mean, it's lengthy because he goes through every champion and he gives a little history lesson while he's doing it, but it's pretty damn good. It's entertaining.
Were you here at the part where I called you son of a bitch?
Probably not, but
you know.
for the youth.
It's one to know one.
That's true. I know.
Canadians.
I'm going to see this motherfucker in a month, so it's going to be a good weekend.
What'd you guys think of the show?
Toilet, but I was at home. I almost fell asleep twice.
I'll just play it's like a 5-second video I put on my Twitter. It was just a quick thoughts on it. Basically, I said, well, that sucked.
I didn't think it was a bad show. I didn't think it was a great show.
It was the show.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's not a bad show. It's not a good show.
I mean, like being in the crowd and stuff, like we had really good seats, but it was very difficult to see half the flag match and half the Punjabi prison match. And honestly, I could see the prison match pretty good though from where we were sitting. But if you sat anywhere like a distance from the ring, it was very difficult.
I said this. I was like, I didn't understand. I never actually watched a Punjabi prison match. I didn't understand the need for the doors. I didn't think there was really a need for it.
I don't know. If you want to escape a Punjabi prison, they give you 60 seconds to get out.
Well, they can't bring in guys in masks, so, you know.
Yeah. Here's the question, Chrome. What did you think about Khali coming back? Because anyone knows Kyron Chase knows he's probably my most hated wrestler of all time. So what did you think about him?
I mean, it was what it was. I wasn't like jumping out of my seat like, oh my God, Great Khali is back. But it was what it was. I guess he's going to be the muscle because he's not going to be able to do much more than walk around a little bit. So
I love it.
He can barely even walk.
I love it.
Yeah. But I had no problem with it. It was fine. It made sense.
Makes sense completely.
So I like Jinder. So
yes, you do. I have to ask, how was Beerman's reaction tonight?
He wasn't a fan. I have a video of him as Jinder won. I put the camera on him and he gave me the middle finger. So,
but again, we were talking about this tonight about Jinder, and it was more of people can't get past the fact that he was a jobber. And
well, here's what I'm gonna give my thing on Jinder. Jinder, I was not a fan of it. You know, I was kind of like I was with everybody to do the jobber. Where did he earn this opportunity? That being said, he's the anti-Ambrose because, yeah, did he get the golden ticket? Absolutely, he did. But he's not squandering the opportunity. He is stepping up. He's filling his role as he needs to do as a heel champion. And I do think his in-ring quality work has been better. He cuts really good promos. And, you know, whether it's actual reasons to hate somebody for people being racist, which, I don't, if someone's being racist, it's not exactly a heel thing to hate them for that. But I feel like he stepped up and he's not squandering the opportunity. So that's why I'm more open now to giving him the benefit of the doubt. And I will tell you too, there were people in the crowd screaming racist stuff during the match.
I'm sure they were.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the case.
What's probably my favorite spot of the Punjabi prison match, now that I think about it, because that match is very uneventful and boring, was when one of the Singh brothers literally slipped through the bars and climbed over the top. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty impressive. The one he slipped through, that was pretty impressive.
That table bump was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Before he went through the actual cage, our buddy Fucci was with us, looked at me and he's like, I'm pretty sure that they could probably squeeze through that cage. And then immediately did the spot where he went in and he had Orton almost in a position, like he was holding him by his neck. I thought it was entertaining. It was okay. It's tough when you can't see a lot of it though.
Do you think that the card would have been better off if they switched the format on where matches were placed?
How would you have done? How would you have switched it? What matches, Billy? What matches would you have put in what order then?
Well, I mean, you started the night with the Usos, and the crowd was pretty hot for them the New Day winning the tag titles, but then it seemed to just die out. And I mean, to be fair, it's not really their fault. I mean, you look at the way the card was; it should have been. It looked like a good card, but that AJ Styles Kevin Owens match was very underwhelming with that fucking weird finish. So, I mean, I'm sure that I'm sure if every match seems to have a bad finish with those guys. So I just I don't know. What would I do? Oof. I don't even know. If my brain processed this not on drinks, I think I'd have a better answer for you.
At least you don't have any.
Yeah,
What's that?
I don't necessarily know that I would have swapped that up, by the way.
I don't know. I
thought the card positioning was fine. I definitely, just side note, I thought that the Fashion Files was amazing yet again. It was one of the best ones yet.
Yeah. Who do you think? I think it's got to be Harper and Rowan.
I said either Harper and Rowan or Sanity.
Yeah, I'm so hoping for Sanity.
I could see Sanity makes a lot. I mean, you're going to throw Harper and Rowan again after breaking them up twice a third time without Bray at the helm. It doesn't make much sense to me. But Sanity would be a really good way to introduce them.
Wow, that's a very good point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, Sanity until you guys bought them up. So that would be a great result.
And we're only a couple weeks away from SummerSlam, so that would be perfect.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, we'll see how that plays out. But I mean, overall, I thought the show was okay. It's different being in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I had the pleasure of watching Beer Man have to sit.
The Beer Man had what?
I had the pleasure of getting to watch the Beer Man have to sit on Jinder's face the whole night.
So I don't know if you guys know. So Nate sent me a picture of the chair, and he's like, "This looks like a game of who farted on the chair." Because if you look at the chair, Jinder's face looks like he's smelling the chair, and Orton's looking over, "Oh, I did it." It's pretty comical. Oh God. So, yeah, it's terrible.
I won't say it's the worst show of the year. I still think Fastlane has that honor of being the worst pay-per-view of the year. But this is a pretty close second.
Fastlane? I don't remember. See, here's the thing. I don't even remember what happened at Fastlane.
Oh, I remember what happened at Fastlane. I actually remember. I think I actually can go by match. We had a decent opener with Zayn and Joe.
That was remembers.
Match with Enzo and Cass versus the Club. We had Neville versus Jack Gallagher, which was admittedly pretty good. Then we had two straight impromptu matches of Rusev versus Big Show and Cesaro versus Mahal. Then we had Charlotte versus Bayley, which had Sasha out Bayley again, which angered me. Then, if I'm not, then after that, I believe was Owens and Goldberg, which lasted 22 seconds. That's
yes.
That's still
Owens and Goldberg. See, that's the thing. We were talking about, it was funny the other day. Somebody brought up who the last person Lesnar lost to clean was, and we were all like, oh, Triple H. And then Chrome's like, you idiot. You went to Survivor Series. You forgot that he lost to Goldberg? And I was like, oh, yeah, because the match was so bloody short. You couldn't remember it.
I don't know. I remember laughing at it because I remember I've been very against Lesnar and Goldberg. I was against it when it happened in Survivor Series. I was against it at WrestleMania. So when it happened at a minute 26 seconds, I literally started laughing. I literally started crawling over the floor laughing. I thought to myself, they just hyped this match up and they only went a minute. But I would not have wanted to see that match go over 20, 15 minutes. So I'll take that.
Yeah. It is hot shit in my house. Oh,
it's cold in mine.
Chrome?
Yo.
Is Nick the beer man or the beard man? Ronnie doesn't know what we're saying ever.
He's the beer man. He used to work at Citizens Bank Park as a beer man. He's actually technically the retired beer man.
Yeah.
But he worked for a long time as at Citizens Bank Park as one of the beer men, and people know him when he worked there. So.
Hey, Chrome, question. What did you think today was the best match of the night and the worst match of the night?
Oh.
All right. I thought the tag match was pretty good, but I thought that AJ and Owens was probably the best match. I was a little surprised by the outcome, to be honest with you, but match quality was probably the best match. Worst match of the night? Oh. I couldn't see half the matches at the end. Just going by what I saw, probably the women's match.
I say best was tag team title. Tag team title was the best. Worst was probably I don't know, probably Zayn and Kanellis.
What?
See, I'm okay with that match.
For me personally, I don't care about Mike Kanellis. When I'm spending the entire match staring at his wife, then it's probably not that good of a match.
You, sir, are just not a fan of the power of love.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man. Listen, the power of love goes way beyond Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis. It goes back to Huey Lewis. So
that's right. Who, by the way, Chrome saw in an airport last week.
Yeah. Nah, it was. I thought that was a pretty decent match. I mean, my only issue is they just did it on SmackDown. I hate that they do that. They always have matches. They give away the pay-per-view matches on free TV a week or two before the actual pay-per-views.
That's stupid.
Yep.
But overall, I didn't think it was that bad. I'm gonna go back and rewatch some of it. The women's match seemed like a fest to start. So
it was okay, but it had dumb moments. Like, if it's an elimination, why are you breaking pinfalls up?
Yeah, no, it makes no sense. Well, I mean, Tamina and Lana, it makes sense with what they're doing with them, but everybody else, it made no sense.
Also, I was disappointed in Natalia one. I wanted my girl Becky to win, but you can't get them all.
Nah, I thought it should have been Charlotte or Becky. I mean, Becky could have used it more, but I mean, you have the heel and the face champion. So, of the heel women there, I would have rather been Natalia.
And I still am thinking that everything's going to set up for Carmella to cash in at SummerSlam. So that's why they went with Natalia. They're going with Charlotte or Becky. They're best women. You're going with Natalia, who, might be she's a veteran, but someone. I don't think right now they would want to put the title on. So you have Naomi successfully defend in a one-on-one match. That'd be nice for the women's title. And then have Carmella come in there, cash in. James Ellsworth coming back from his suspension. So, that mixed in there. So I think that's just going to go down. My girl, Carmella, going to walk out of SummerSlam as SmackDown Women's Champion.
Do you know how fucking weird it is that I'm leaving this city to go watch someone from this city go for a women's title? I know Nate called it out. He's like, oh, how do you feel about that? The Calgary girl's going for the title. I'm like, stop it. It's just, it's whatever.
I'm going to tell everyone that the only reason you're coming here is to support the hometown girl, Natalia.
Oh, get the fuck out.
Spending all that money to come to SummerSlam to support your Canadians. Natalia and Jinder.
See what happens on this show? I get a free hotel for the night, and he does this. It's where the respect goes on our show. It's amazing.
Hashtag heel chrome.
Hashtag no sell. No, but I think what we're gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna have my phone down there, so that I'm sure we're gonna start doing a lot of live Q&As. I mean, we got takeover after Survivor. I almost did it again. Yeah, after Survivor Series. This twice I've said that. SummerSlam. Just what happens when you give me booze, Chrome? It's messy. It's messy. I've been drinking this stuff, man, like some whiskey, and yeah. So I don't know why. I should have just left it alone. Anyways, we're probably gonna do some Q&As or whatever about. I'll have no voice at all. I'll just lose my shit. Especially when we get Adam Cole.
Yes,
my voice is gone. I will put money on Adam Cole being there. I've already said this once before. It'll happen.
I definitely think so too. I'm gonna hop off.
Yep.
But
I got to go to bed because I got to get up at like 6.
Yeah, I got to wrap it up too.
Yeah, I was about to leave too.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get my hop off real quick. The only thing I'm gonna guarantee when we get around SummerSlam time, we're doing shows. I promise I will not fall asleep on any shows.
He fell asleep last week.
Dude, I told him I was getting tired. One of our guest hosts, she like walked away and was gone for like a half an hour. So he started recovering the show, going over everything again. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fall asleep. So kind of like you pull the shades down. I just put the picture up, talked when I could, fell asleep, and then randomly would wake up in the middle of it, cut a heel promo on her, and then go back to sleep. The best night we ever had was the night Chrome fell asleep and you could hear the snoring. It's amazing. Yeah. Anyways, guys. Yeah, SummerSlam weekend. We got a bunch of stuff going on. But yeah, I'll probably, if you link us, I'll call you on our phone and we'll give our 2 cents to the show.
Sounds good.
But I got to go to bed because I got to work early. So you guys have a wonderful evening.
See you.
All right, you guys take care. Thanks to everybody that watched the live. We'll be watching archive. Welcome to follow Heel Chrome on Twitter at Heel Chrome, Billy at Fight Billy Fight, at Laser Booking PC as well. Their podcast. The podcast goes live each and every week on YouTube on their channel. So definitely check it out. Also, Mounties Corner is going to be a guest here at Steve's Wrestling Ramble for the SummerSlam prediction show, August 17th, 7 p.m. Central. You can follow me on Twitter at WB_podcast. And share this video out to whoever you want to. Let me know if you do so. You'll get a shout out next week's episode for sure. And as always, take care.
Peace out.